You know, even though I'm enjoying the heck out of Tears of the Kingdom, I stayed up until 1 AM playing it, I'm kind of excited of the unknown Nintendo Switch games after Pikmin 4. We don't really know what's happening with games after Pikmin 4, and usually when that happens, something amazing is coming. A new Nintendo Switch or Nintendo console maybe, backwards compatibility hopefully, maybe a new Star Fox game since we haven't had that in a while, maybe a new Mario game at a Nintendo Direct, or maybe Tears of the Kingdom DLC. So many possibilities. What new Nintendo Switch games would you like to see Nintendo reveal after Pikmin 4 is released? Hey guys, it's Rob here, and welcome back to the RoboChan Show, where we take the gaming news format that channels like Spawnwave or Arlo do, add a dash of animation and some cool editing on top to bring you your gaming news, leaks, and rumors in a fresh new way. If you're new here and want to be kept up on everything gaming, make sure you subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you enjoy the video and dislike if not, and have that notification bell on so you know when I upload. In this video, we are going to talk about the latest Nintendo Switch news that includes the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom sales, the Tears of the Kingdom open critic scores and the record that's landing, and even some talk about the Zelda movie, which is very exciting. If you guys enjoy this video, leave a like, it helps the video reach more viewers when you do, and if you want to follow me on Twitter and help me reach my goal of 1,500 followers, you can follow me at RoboRob93. Without further delay, let's talk about some Zelda news. So the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is something that I am thoroughly enjoying. I'm not too far into the game, but honestly last night when I was playing it, I couldn't put it down. I had to force myself away from the Nintendo Switch just to get some sleep because, you know, sleep is important. There have been a lot of different conversations surrounding this game, like the 30 FPS debate when it comes to how it's been reviewed, especially when you compare Tears of the Kingdom to Redfall, which seems to be the big focus of that discussion, and I did a video on that yesterday explaining my side of that story. But overall, I think it's a good time to be a Zelda fan, and even better to be the ones making the Zelda games because the sales in the UK are pretty big for Tears of the Kingdom, and this is what Nintendo Life has to say. Happy Monday, the latest box charts are in for the UK, and to no one's surprise, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom comfortably takes the top spot. The latest Zelda entry from Nintendo is the biggest box launch of 2023 so far, beating out Hogwarts Legacy by 54%. It also beat out its predecessor, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, by a staggering 173%. That's actually quite insane when you think about it. 173%, that's huge. It also does help that there's more Nintendo Switches out there as well, even when you combine how much Switches were out there when Breath of the Wild released on top of the Wii U numbers as well, which I think is about 15,000. So of course that also does help as well. But continuing on, and is already the fourth biggest Zelda game of all time in revenue, sitting just behind The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's not quite the biggest Switch launch of all time, however, as that honor still belongs to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, like always, whatever happens in one area, you can almost guarantee it's gonna happen in another area, so sales for Tears of the Kingdom will most likely reflect in other areas as they are in the UK. The Nintendo Switch is currently sitting around 125 million units worldwide according to the Nintendo financial update that we recently talked about on the show, so I expect these sales for this game to be huge in the coming weeks, especially since it's just on the Nintendo Switch, unlike Breath of the Wild, which had the Nintendo Wii U and the Nintendo Switch, but there was less Nintendo Switches out there, and honestly, the Nintendo Wii U didn't really sell too large at all, about 15 million units like I said before. The exact rounded number was actually 13.56 million, so about 15 million. Now, keeping up with the Tears of the Kingdom news, we have the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom open critic score, and it seems to be doing quite well. This is what open critics said on Twitter. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is currently the #1 highest rated game of all time on OpenCritic. Now, as you can see on this photo right here, it's 100% critic recommended, 97 top critic average for the score, and you can see the other scores on the side from IGN, Eurogamer, Metroid Game Central. We covered all these scores in the last episode, and they were extremely high, so overall this game is just getting praised a lot. Now, to compare these to the other top spots, Tears of the Kingdom is among a lot of the other bigger games, including Nintendo game. Just under The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, we have Super Mario Odyssey, which is a fantastic game, and then just under that, we have The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's crazy that the sequel is above that, so both of them are on the top list. We also have Red Dead Redemption, and Elden Ring, and God of War, which God of War was a really fun game to play. So this is a pretty huge win in terms of Nintendo getting their games among the best of the best when it comes to all three consoles, and other games that aren't exclusive to their platforms. Now, keeping up with the Zelda news, you guys are gonna get really excited for this because this opens up a lot of possibilities when it comes to Zelda in the movies, TV shows, and animation. So when it comes to the Mario movie, I completely loved it. If I had the money, I would probably see it again, maybe even 2 more times. But there are other movies coming out, so I gotta save my money for those movies. But anyways, in recent news, we have been seeing headlines like this. Oh, and by the way, before I read off some of these headlines, tell me what you guys think about the Mario movie, because I haven't really heard too much from you guys. But anyways, these are some of the headlines that it was making. The Super Mario Bros. Movie becomes the 4th highest grossing animated movie worldwide. We also had the Super Mario Bros. Movie passing The Incredibles 2 to becoming the 3rd highest grossing animated film internationally. And it also beat Frozen at the opening box office, and it's just doing a lot of great things when it comes to the Mario movie, making money and making headlines. And the thing that's good about that is that means Nintendo's gonna look at this and say, hey, this is a huge moneymaker, let's make more. Essentially, I'm saying, look, it prints money. So it's really no surprise when this headline showed up that said Yuji Onuma is interested in a Zelda movie after Mario's 1 billion box office success. Now, in my opinion, a Zelda movie could really work really well for Nintendo if they wanted to make another character that wasn't within the Mario universe that Nintendo already set up with the Super Mario Bros. Movie. And it seems like Yuji Onuma, I'm probably saying that wrong, agrees with this, and this is what he said. Question: does the recent success of the Mario movie have you excited for the prospect of the Zelda adaptation? Onuma, I have to say, I am interested for sure, but it's not just me being interested in something that makes things happen, unfortunately. Tears of the Kingdom director I'm not even gonna try that, I suck at these names, but it's on the screen right now. He followed up with a question, and his response was very interesting, especially for the fans of the Legend of Zelda series. Maybe the voice of the fans is what's important here. So I think this is basically them saying, if you guys want this movie, make sure you let us know if you guys want this movie. We need to see demand for a Zelda movie, and I do want one. I'm saying that right now, I do want a Zelda movie. Now, that's just me. Make sure you guys tell me your demand for the Legend of Zelda and its movie adaptation. I always thought a Wind Waker Zelda movie would be a good movie in my personal opinion, but if not, let's go in the opposite directions in terms of tone and maybe go for a Twilight Princess movie or a Majora's Mask movie, or heck, since Tears of the Kingdom came out, maybe something that's more akin to that. I don't know, I just think a Zelda movie would be really great. I think there's a lot of possibilities. Maybe not just one Zelda movie, maybe you can have multiple stories for multiple Zeldas, or maybe even a whole new Zelda. Well, technically, it would be Link, but you guys get what I mean. Maybe a fresh take on the character, hopefully one that's good and still stays true to the spirit of the Legend of Zelda series. I think that would also be very cool. And moving on to the next topic, Nintendo President Shintaro Furukawa spoke about the price cut in the Nintendo Investor Financial Update. That's not what it says. No, that's not it. I think it's the Nintendo Financial Update, not Investor Update. I'm mixing 2 different things. I'm mixing the investor meeting and the investor, God damn it. It's the financial update, that's what I'm gonna call it. But anyways, this is what he said. On the other hand, while we have no plans to raise prices, the yen continues to be weak and the procurement costs will remain high, so we will continue to monitor the situation carefully. Currently, there are no plans to reduce the price of our hardware during fiscal year, or this fiscal year I mean. Now, for those who have been interested in the investor videos that I've been doing that talk about the different hardware and all the great things that come out, like the new hardware talk about backwards compatibility and Nintendo Switch Online service and all that great stuff, click the top right corner to hear about all of that stuff, and if not, let's continue. Now, this may seem pretty familiar to you if you did watch my investor videos, because this is something that they said during the Nintendo investor meeting. So nothing really changed, they're still watching how yen is depreciating, and they have no plans for a price cut for any Nintendo Switch hardware. Now, interesting thing is that they did say that they did expect a sales slump for the Nintendo Switch consoles. I think what they plan to do is to see how far they can take the Nintendo Switch price right now and not change it and keep it the same, game, and eventually when that slump does happen, maybe then introduce a price cut so people are more willing to buy more Nintendo Switches and we see another sales increase for the Nintendo Switch hardware. I think that would be a pretty good idea. I mean, I don't know, I don't own a company, so maybe that's a bad idea, but in my head, I think that would be a good idea. And that will do it for today, guys. Give me your thoughts on today's topic in the comment section below. What do you think about the Open Critic score? What about the Zelda movie news? Which Zelda would you like to receive, or technically Link, I guess, but which Link would you like to receive a full-blown movie? Again, my top spot is Wind Waker. I honestly think Illumination would do wonderful with a Wind Waker movie, actually, now that I think about it, especially after seeing the Mario movie. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. See you later. And if not on your way out, make sure you subscribe for more videos and also have that notification bell on. And if you want to support the channel in any other way, there is my Patreon and Twitter account in the pinned comment if you're interested in those. Oh, and also have this donut if you're still sticking around for me rambling. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, stay safe, stay charged, and have a good one.